From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here in Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give them this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. John Johnson, leading tackler for the Rams last year, in on the stop.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. A first down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Mayfield's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he moved left there, Charles Little. Danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6th one.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Josh Gordon, 57 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Another huge season last year for Tyreek Hill, teaming up with Patrick Mahomes. Close to 1,300 yards receiving. 15 touchdowns as well. And that was second only to Devontae Adams. We know about the big plays. Also makes the dependable chain-moving catches as well.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 96 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Butker's kick here is good. High fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Foster. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
2nd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these two continue to work so well together. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Maybe the best quarterback and tight end in the game today. 105 catches for Kelce last year. Second among NFL tight ends.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. He let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Here we go, 43. Single. Finds the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 5. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake. Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Mayfield. Going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Browns are back within a score. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along and hope someone would come free.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throw to the right here to Gordon. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Working with a 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Darrell Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The Browns drive about to get started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. T.J. Logan. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 77 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They run. Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, switch gears.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Attack. Fires the mic. Hey, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. On the move to his left. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Mahomes. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now Edwards-Helaire. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Browns drive about to get started. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Second and 10. Here's Baker. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Chiefs, they begin their drive for a third straight AFC title with a Week 1 victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.